Sunday, February the 16th. The time is now 12:20 p.m. Welcome to the 17th show of Phillipian Live, coming to you live from the studio. This week on the show,
Blue Key Heads spread the love this Valentine's Day with the usual Blue Key Head kisses, candy, and extravaganza. We captured some of the hype on camera, so stick around to see students' smooches and opinions.
and after we came in clutch with part 3 of our dog vlogs on campus. Keep watching to see the typical day of faculty dogs, Linus, Beast, and Juno.
And next up, we're covering student Dorian Wang, Class 3's passion for figure skating. After skating at home for years, Dorian is bringing their talent to campus. Stick around to find out more.
From blackjack to poker, students indulged in a night of 20s glitz and glamour this casino night.
And finally, stay tuned for a short, belated Valentine's Day Special.
But first, we want to wish a happy head of school. This morning, head of school Jim Ventry, class of 79, announced head of school day this Monday, February 17th, through a short video sent over via email. We hope you enjoy your Monday off. Happy belated Valentine's Day.
Every year for a tradition, the Blue Key Heads spread Valentine's Day spirit around campus. Friday was no exception. So throughout the week, Valentine recipients received kisses, hugs, and extravaganzas during lunch and commons and around campus throughout Valentine's Day. Here is live reporter Lena Choi with the story.
Thank you. Students were able to purchase a Valentine for themselves or for a friend, which were sold for 25 cents each or 5 for $1, with proceeds going towards the American Heart Association. This year, the Blue Key Heads offered various options for Valentines. Due to the unusual amount of illness this February, Blue Key Heads were not allowed to kiss sick recipients and instead gave them candy. Blue Key Heads Jake Jordan, class of 20, and Lily Feeney, 20, weigh in.
If you ask, or if you buy a Valentine, we'll go up to that person and ask them if they want a hug, a candy, a bead, a compliment, or a kiss. And then if you buy an extravaganza, you get a surprise extra Valentine.
It's just like an all-around really fun time. We take personal time so we can go around and just like try and spread as much joy as we can on that day.
In addition to Valentines, extravaganzas were sold for $3 each. Those who received this extra special Valentine were notified in advance and given the opportunity to accept or decline their extravaganzas, which included being serenaded and danced to. Along with spreading fun, the Blue Key Heads also recognize the importance of inclusivity, respect, and consent when giving people their Valentines. The variety of Valentine's options this year and last year helped to alleviate some previous concerns of pressure and consent that prompted the administration to cancel a tradition 2 years ago in 2018.
It's very similar to last year in terms of how we approach a Valentine, just to make sure that consent is kept clear.
I guess the biggest thing is that like the Valentine has like the complete and like they have the complete choice in the matter of like what they want out of it, and they can either decline it as a whole or pick between those 3 things that I mentioned before. And I think that is like that's like a really great way to approach it, because it not only spreads like consent, the like awareness of consent and respect in like a sexual context, but it also shows like in just relationships in general that like being open and like having multiple ways that things can go is like a good way to think about approaching it.
This year, the Blue Key Heads created a Valentine's Day promo video directed by Jordan and released this past Wednesday to build up the excitement leading up to the celebration. As of last Wednesday, the video garnered over 230 views on YouTube. Jordan weighs in.
One video is always so fun. Like I'm into making films and stuff and like working with cameras, so that's always a good time for me. But also just like the day in general is a really fun time. There's a lot going on. Like we're all so busy because our lists are so long. I think just the idea like running around like we kind of not necessarily making a fool out of ourselves, but like yeah, essentially just like being like a hot topic on campus that day. Like you're always looking out for the Blue Key Heads, like who they're gonna kiss next. And I like that attention.
Alina Choi reporting.
Thanks, Alina. And students make their way to class every day. You know, it's not uncommon to see faculty dogs sprinting eagerly across the lawn. Loved by all those who reside here, these furry friends are an integral part of the Andover community. With their playfulness and wagging tails, these dogs brighten those chilly winter days. Here's Executive Digital Editor, Shira Wolfowitz, with the story.
Thank you. Because the Andover campus has ample room for dogs to roam, many members of the faculty opt to adopt one. This week, we interviewed some teachers who have these perfect companions. Student Etsy, Director of Wellness Education and parent of Class of 22, says that Linus, her yellow Labrador, has lived on campus for most of his life. She weighs in on her experience.
His favorite things are having boys in the house, right? And when he was a tiny puppy, we would give him some of those empty plastic water bottles. I know they're a big eco no-no, but we would like find them at a soccer field and let him chew on them, and it made a good noise, and he loved it. So when we lived in Rockwell, he would sometimes break loose and find like cases of water bottles under people's beds, and he'd come running down the stairs with a full water bottle in his mouth. That was trouble. We had to keep him out of the upstairs. But yeah, he's mischievous that way. He's mostly just kind of lazy and likes to have his belly rubbed. That's mainly his thing.
Esty believes in the healing power of dogs and looks forward to coming home to see Linus every day.
One of the best things is that dogs are proven to improve your mental health as long as you're not allergic, right? So I get to have these little hits of happiness during the day because I'll come home and need to take him out for a quick walk. One of the best things is that dogs are proven to improve your mental health as long as you're not allergic, right? So I get to have these little hits of happiness during the day because I'll come home and need to take him out for a quick walk. One of the best things is that dogs are proven to improve your mental health as long as you're not allergic, right? So I get to have these little hits of happiness during the day.
Catherine Kemp, instructor in biology, also owns a Labrador. Kemp adopted Beast during her time working at Choate Rosemary Hall, a preparatory boarding school in Connecticut. Beast loves living in a dorm surrounded by students.
I think for me, having a dog on campus is all about being in the dorm. They really like being on duty, so labs in particular are super friendly. So for them, I think being on duty is a big part of being a dog owner, because for the people who like dogs, they can come and chat, and so there will be a lot of people, you know, like sometimes I'll just come by and someone will just be sitting in my office petting the dog and just getting their dog fixed. So I think not everybody wants to see a dog, so we can put them back. But I think it's just another way to connect with people and feel a little more like home too.
Comparably, Mr. Sanchez, instructor in history and social science, raised his 2-year-old dog Juno right here on campus. He states that the Andover community campus size and environment influenced his decision to adopt Juno.
So my wife and I had been talking about getting a dog for a while, but it wasn't quite tenable where we were before, just because there was less space and we were away a lot more. Here, you know, I can duck in between classes and stuff most days unless I have a meeting, even if it is just for a few minutes, and let him out. There's a lot of things we can do. There's just like a lot of space and a lot of fields. We do have to be careful not to let him out like around where there'll be a lot of students. Or we just got to keep him on leash. But like there is kind of this norm where if you take him to like Rafferty or somewhere where there's nobody around and you have control of them, then it's okay to let him off leash here and there. I think, you know, and you know, there's been times when some people haven't liked that, and so we've just got to try to be respectful of what other people want, I guess. But at the very least, it's just a lot of grass. Even if he's not off leash, he really likes being able to walk around, sniff things. There's a lot of other dog parents here too, and that's really helpful because he gets socialized. He gets to play with other dogs a lot. And just, I mean, you see there's group dogs over there, group dogs over there. And he really liked it because he likes people, he likes dogs.
So actually, biology fact is that dogs, they've done all these studies that show when dogs look at you, the same kind of hormones that are released when you fall in love for like Valentine's Day or when you have a baby. Dogs are able to cause the same hormone release in humans. It's called oxytocin. Sometimes they call it a love hormone. And so when people look at their dogs, their whole bodies are flooded with this love hormone. So we've actually biologically been co-opted by dogs to love them and take care of them. And every morning when I go to work, I leave her at home on the couch. And she has a great life. And that's love. Isn't it, baby girl?
Shira Wolfowitz reporting.
Thank you, Shira. Up next, the person you see gracefully twirling and skating around the Harrison Ice Rink is none other than Dorian Wang, class of 23, hailing from Encino, California. Wang has been skating since the age of 4. Here's live reporter Alina Choi with the story.
Thank you. After being introduced to skating by their parents, Wang developed a passion for figure skating that has continued at Andover this year. One of the main reasons that Wang enjoyed skating is that it allows them to take their focus off of school.
I started when I was 4 because I had a horrible balance, and my balance hasn't gotten any better, but my skating has. It's like more quote unquote professional. I was 4 because I had a horrible balance, and my balance hasn't gotten any better, but my skating has.
Wang's favorite memory of ice skating was when they landed their first axel, a jump considered very difficult.
It's like the first more quote unquote professional jump that you do because it's 1.5 rotations instead of just 1. And the first time I landed that, and I just remember that so vividly, just going into it and then pulling in and then checking out, being like, did I land that? And then watching the film back and being like, wow, I did land that, and it just felt so good.
Wang hopes to broaden their repertoire by learning 2 advanced jumps, the double loop and double salchow. Wang has mastered a skill called the hair cutter spin.
I'm hoping to start my double loop and double salchow soon, and I recently got my hair cutter spin, which is when you just bring your blade up to your head. I'm hoping to modify that into a peel, which is when you bring your blade over your head.
In addition to taking 6 classes, Wang still manages to sing in the Academy Chorus, play in the Academy Symphony Orchestra, and Amadeus String Orchestra, and write for the arts section of the Phillipian. Despite such a busy schedule, Wang seizes every opportunity that presents itself to ice skate.
You sometimes they have sessions in the morning, so sometimes I'll go to that. Usually now that it's winter term and I'm taking 6 courses and I have a lot of extracurriculars, I'm doing more Saturday morning stuff, sometimes Sunday afternoon. Whenever they really have a session, sometimes I'll go when there's a week when there's no ASM because there's an open skate just in the middle of the day.
Choreographing their own programs, Wang sees skating as an art form and hopes to continue skating throughout their whole Andover career.
I've started thinking of skating as a way of telling a story rather than just athletic, and that's really informed the way I choreograph.
Alina Choi reporting.
Thanks, Alina. Last Saturday night from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., students attended Casino Night. Organized by the West Quad South Cluster Council, Casino Night took place on the 2nd floor of Pareski Commons. Participants enjoyed watching or playing various games of chance. Here is live editor Nina Chupengart with the story.
Thank you. As students arrived at Commons, they were immediately greeted with an array of golden streamers and festive balloons. With all proceeds going towards a non-profit organization, students paid an entrance fee to dine on treats, take photos at the photo booth, and play a variety of casino games complete with prizes. We were actually at the event itself, so let's take a look at some of the footage.
Hi, welcome to Casino Night. It's about 9 o'clock. o'clock right now. It started at 8, ends at 11. There are a ton of people here. The line is really long, so getting in is going to be interesting.
The students we talked to enjoyed their time at casino night because they got to spend time with their friends, as well as see classmates dressed up in traditional 1920s attire. Students weigh in.
I like how I can hang out with my friends, and then gambling is great too.
My favorite student I probably be seeing everyone's like outfits, but especially with the theme, like it's so cute to see how people like get snuggled in. Everybody's like faux furs, or whether it's real fur or fake fur, they will pop out. So I think outfits are like one of my favorite parts of casino night.
At her last casino night at Andover, Faye Yu, class of 20, spoke to us about why she decided to attend.
Because it's a fun, I guess, at PA, and this is our last year, and this is our last chance to be at this event, and we really enjoy hanging out with people and having fun.
Other students enjoyed dressing up according to the flapper theme. Students told us a little bit about their outfits. In addition to taking photos at a booth, students played games such as blackjack, poker, and mahjong, betting chips to win prizes such as a dinner with head of school Jim Ventry, class of 79. George C. 21 weighs in.
I just like it. My grandparents taught me it. It's a fun way for me to just let off steam and relax.
Other students participated in casino night as watchers and found that watching their friends bet with chips was entertaining.
I like skipped the line to try and get in faster, but it's fun to watch people play. It's so
Yeah, we've watched people play blackjack, poker, and just a bunch of games, and we really like the food. The food is amazing.
As such a large event on campus, casino night planning typically begins months in advance. The planning process involved quite a few people, including PSPA and the West Quad South Cluster Council. As parent volunteers at the event, was Rios Moya, parent of 22, and Robin Pollock, parent of 21, described how parents help set up casino night.
Separated ourselves in few groups. There was a group that came at the very beginning and they did all the decoration.
So there's a group of parents that buy the food and pick up the food, and then there was a group of parents that decorated earlier. So we met last week and thought about what we were doing. There was a theme that the students picked out. So we followed the theme the best we could, and then the students added, obviously, because they did a lot of their own decorations.
Mona Goldthwaite, physics assistant and volunteer at Casino Night, explained to us how the event has changed throughout the years.
We actually added some more budget to our expenses. We put in the photo booth, we have more decorations, a lot more snacks. I just remember from several years ago when we did this, it was so small. I mean, the snack area where we have the drinks and everything was in a space this big. And now it's the mural room. So it's grown, and I think kids enjoy it. It's something that they look forward to in the winter.
In addition to the PSPA, the West Quad South Cluster Council and co-presidents played a large role in the orchestration of Casino Night. Cluster Council typically votes on the theme for the event, and Eamon Garrity Rokus, class of 20, West Quad South co-president, expressed his excitement for this year's theme, the Roaring
They actually remember like experiencing going into, so it's gonna be a pretty cool party. A lot of themes will be drawn from the 1920s, but we'll also have sort of like transition theme where it's not the 1920s, but really we're transitioning to 2020s, a different type of Roaring 20s.
Abby Dickham, class of 20, West Quad South co-president, discussed the role of co-operation co-presidents in planning and organizing the event.
to really take the time to enjoy themselves with their friends, like have a good time, play games that they're good at, and learn new skills that maybe they didn't know they had before. I want them to realize that regardless of whatever happens at the end of the night, so whether they win a prize or not, that they came out for a good time.
Nina Chubingart recording.
Thank you, Nina. And this week we have a little special Valentine's Day special. So if we could get some reporters up on the stage in the studio with us, if you could grab that stuff, close your eyes, sit down. We have Alina with us.
Nina.
I don't know if you guys remember when we did a little bit of donut kind of like guessing games.
Are we allowed to eat it?
Calm down. We'll do that. We'll do that as we go along.
All right.
Cheryl's getting too excited, man. All right. So, if we could have the reporters say your name, like what you do.
Hi, my name's Alina.
Hi, my name's Nina.
All right, cool. So we have Alina and Nina with us, and we're gonna be playing a little bit of like a Valentine's Day candy guessing game. So we had Shira, love you, run down to CVS and grab us some secret snacks. So if you guys could close your eyes, we'll get on with the game. All right. So first up, we have whatever this is. We're not gonna say it out loud. We're just gonna show it in the camera. Keep your eyes closed.
What is this?
What is this, guys? Liars. All right. So I don't know what these are. They look kind of good. I guess we'll find out. How do we open this? We have to do like an unboxing. Just rip it open.
Just rip it open?
Just rip it open.
Alright.
Eyes closed, guys.
Their eyes are definitely not good.
Literally not being careful at all.
Wait, so what do we want them to do?
Look, no, look what they are. They're gonna eat them.
And what are they gonna guess? Like
They
what?
can guess what they are.
They are.
Yeah, what
Just
they are.
open it first so I can hand it.
Yeah. All right.
Can I eat one? I'm gonna eat one.
Yeah. Alright, so they look like this. Everybody knows this famous TV show. So, alright.
Alright, put out your hands, guys.
One at a time. Here, pass this to them.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Alright, now you're gonna eat this and tell us what you think it is.
Oh my god, what? Oh, I didn't expect that.
Gummy bear?
Oh. Are they hearts? Wait. They're
You guys are not gonna get this one.
Oh, yeah.
They're hearts?
They're kind of bizarre.
They're
I
hearts?
thought it was hearts. It's pretty. Are they peach?
Maybe. Should we tell them what it is?
Okay, think of a famous Nickelodeon TV show and think of what's the secret formula.
What?
You guys never know, you don't know, like the Nick TV show?
The ocean.
Think of the ocean.
Pineapples.
SpongeBob.
There we go.
Hey,
Alright.
Alright, our next.
Yes. Wait.
Okay.
Guess what it is. Guess what it's a gummy of. What is the popular food in SpongeBob?
What is the most popular food?
Crab cake.
You guys are so cultured.
Pineapple?
No, it's
You were
like a crabby.
Patties.
Yes!
Yeah!
Okay. So one Krabby Patty.
Patties. Okay.
So one for Alina, 0 for Nina. Sorry,
Okay.
Nina.
Okay.
Alright.
Keep your eyes closed.
Oh. Alright.
Wait, can they open them to just finish it?
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Let's do it. Oh.
Yo.
This is not the color I was expecting. Okay.
They literally look like Krabby Patties. Okay, close your eyes again. Alright. Okay. So, I don't know what this is.
It is a...
No, don't say it out loud, Shira. That defeats the whole purpose.
Alright.
Alright, so if you guys could like zoom in and read this. It looks like it's a nice flavor. I suppose we'll find out how it
I guess
tastes.
we'll ask them to guess like the flavor and what type of.
There we go. Yeah. Alright. Okay. So pass these. Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly. Alright. Don't eat it. We're gonna try this as well.
Here, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, first, what kind of candy is it?
Kit Kat.
Mm-hmm. And what flavor?
Flavor.
Raspberry.
Matcha?
Oh!
You got it! Wait. I have one.
Tina said matcha. What made you?
Okay, 2 for Alina, 0 for Nina.
I want to know.
Yo, this is good. I'm gonna keep this.
What made you say matcha?
You're so good.
Because I don't really eat candy. Want another?
This is so good. Oh my god.
Go ahead and dash. Oh.
Maybe have this, not just on Valentine's Day. Alright.
No.
Next candy.
Last but not least. No, we have two more. Close your eyes. Alright, so these are a bit basic. I feel like everybody knows what these are.
So we'd be disappointed if they don't get it.
Now we're looking at you. Alright, so we're gonna do one of each because there are 4 different types of candy in here.
I meant.
They all like look the same.
Can we put a censor bar over Cheryl's mouth, please?
It's too late.
Okay. So let's get all the garbage to the side.
Alright.
God, clear the desk,
Alright.
Cheryl. God.
Thanks.
Alright. So we have. Are you guys allergic to anything?
No. Okay, good. That's good.
Alright. So these bad boys. Alright, these are a little special. Shreya, I'm gonna have you pass them.
Okay.
You guys can do the unwrapping yourselves. And then we're gonna go ahead with these right after.
Actually, would you rather have me unwrap it for you guys?
I think they're capable. I think they're competent.
Okay. No, but like if you do that with your eyes closed, it's like difficult.
Aw, Kira.
Okay.
Which raspberry plus cream?
Snickers?
Wait.
I'm so disappointed in you guys.
Reese's?
Close.
Wait, is it close?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, what do Reese's?
Come on, Alina.
Come on,
What
Alina.
candy has peanuts in it? Wait.
It's very obscure.
I know, I can tell. If something isn't bad, it's
Oh yeah.
Good?
Yes. Okay.
Good bar?
yes! Woo! No help whatsoever. She got the.
What are these?
All right.
Mr. Goodbar, Valentine's edition.
Have you ever seen those before?
No.
Okay.
Alrighty, next candy.
Alright. Which one do we want to do first?
The purple one.
I just eat a lot of candy.
Okay, and those all the times.
No, we have one more after this. Close your eyes. Oh my lord.
We're doing
Right here. We're doing these ones next. Pass them over.
Oh. Which is this one? This one?
Lena, is your scrunchie from Urban?
How do I? Okay.
Me? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I have the same one. I don't know, I'm in the thought.
Is this just like a Hershey's bar thing?
Hey! It is.
How many does Alina have now? Alina, how many points do you have?
Like
4.
4.
Nina, do you have a single point?
No.
Okay,
No, Nina got the good bar.
No, I didn't.
That was Lena.
Okay. No, you'll get the next one.
Oh. Yeah, come on, Nina, we're gonna assist you in getting the next
You
one.
got this.
Okay. Guys, close your eyes.
Alright, so the next one. This is like one of my favorite candies.
I've never had this.
No. What?
Yeah.
Wait, I think that one's for the reporters.
No, I got one. You're so good. You're literally like. Alright, I won't expose what it is, but they're amazing. Please try them. Alright, Shira, pass them over.
Cheers, not here.
I don't know where they're at. I don't know. They're alright.
Oh, wait.
Go, Nina, go. Go, Nina, go.
I know what this is. I'm gonna wait.
Come on, Nina.
They have them in the den.
Really? Oh, they do.
When you walk on leaves in the fall, what is that sound that it makes?
Crunchy?
Close. What? Like it's
What's
like
the noun version of that word?
When witches laugh, what is that? What is that called?
Cackle?
Yes. Now add an R. What is that? What is that?
Add an R.
Crackle. Yeah.
Yes! Woo! Sure. Thank you for the commentary. Crackle bars are the OG crunch.
All right, we have one more.
We do have one more. Close your eyes again. We have. I've never heard of these. I don't.
Wait, you
never heard of? No, of course I've heard of. Of course I've heard of. God. Of course I've heard of the company. I've never, like, what, do you see what it says?
This is interesting.
Oh.
These are either going to be really, really...
those are good. I like them.
Yes. These are either going to be really, really good or really, really bad. So, alright, we're going to open them. Okay.
So, for this one, guys, guess the company and then what it is.
Oh. These look like... Can they close their ears as well? Can they cover their ears as well?
No, it's okay. You can just say it afterwards.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, maybe that's because they are.
Is that what they are?
Open your hand.
Oh, and that's why I don't like them already.
Okay, so what's the shape? Come on, Nina, easy point.
A heart.
Okay, Alina.
Go off.
Okay. You guys can try them now.
Wait. It just looks like not food, you know?
Sort of. What's the company, guys?
Oh, I have no idea.
This is the one that like manufactures like
Candy.
Thank you, David.
Actually, I like it.
Is it like jelly beans? Like
They are,
I like it,
but
I like
there's a company. What
And
does it
it's
taste
not
like?
Jelly Belly.
Oh, what? Santa Claus is he's a very... What?
Oh, that's a good clue.
Frosty the Snowman.
No, that is a bad clue.
Like, you know, like if you have
When
like...
Santa's happy, how would you describe him?
Jolly Ranchers.
Hey! Yes! Okay, Nina!
And these were jelly hearts.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're not bad.
Did you enjoy them?
Not horrible. Here, pass them
Okay.
There are other flavors.
Most essential question: which out of all these candies was your favorite?
And why?
Ooh.
And why? Yeah.
The raspberry Kit Kat, because it was good. Also, it was pretty. Yeah. There we go.
I liked
What is this thing? We should do a review of them.
The Mr. Good bar.
I have no idea why. It just tasted good. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's called, Mr. Good Bar. There
It's
you
a
go.
good bar.
Wait. Here you go, Nina. Happy Valentine's. Alright, pan the camera back to us to clean up this little mess. Thank you guys so much for coming on and tasting
So
candy
good.
for us.
This is so good.
They are really very good. So,
Thank you, Shira.
yeah, if you'd like to go on, this week in the paper, this week was the second issue of volume CXL III, the Phillipians' 17th full paper of the school year. In news, read about Andover boys squash computers that went missing at a recent Exeter game. In commentary, Will Sheehy, thank you, class 22, shares his experience attending the Iowa caucuses and his take on the candidates' results. And sports, learn how girls hockey defeated New Hampton to play in the Elite 8 tournament at the end of the season. And in arts, read more about the students' reactions to casino night.
As always, if you're interested in Philippian Live or the Philippian as a whole, come find us in the newsroom or visit our website to join. Anybody can sign up to be a writer for any section of the print paper or be a reporter on Philippian Live and go live on air to present your segment. If you're more interested in video, graphics, or live production, we'd love your help as well. Go to philippian.net/join or email at for more information.
I think that's all for this afternoon. Stay classy, PA, and thanks for being with us.